All right, good morning and welcome back once again to our channel Prince's Seat. Today, the 10th of November 2025, and we're back again on course and on the platform this morning in the midst of the tension and the mixed feelings within the Grant community. The voice note from Unazi Israel surfaced yesterday morning. And as usual, it actually sparked both relief and also confusion, most importantly, confusion among listeners. And her message actually began with a strong and confident appeal. She said, forget about the rumors going around. Those were her opening words, actually meant to calm the minds of everyone who had been hearing different stories about disbursement and supposed delays. Actually, this morning I want to really delve on that message that she dropped early morning hours yesterday to see how far that can really help us and how far she had went to put one or two things in the Grant ecosystem that is really making waves and making around the social media. Now, according to Unazi Israel, someone had personally called her and told her that disbursement would no longer happen this month of November. And that singular statement threw her off balance because, as one of the voices also in the community, she wasn't expecting such a report. And especially when everyone had been hoping and preparing for this awaited payment. Out of curiosity and responsibility, she also immediately questioned the caller. She asked the caller, who told you that? And when did they say that disbursement will no longer happen this month? And to her surprise, the person could not provide a clear answer or vivid response. And he simply said, I don't know, I just heard it myself. So this alone showed that the so-called information had no solid foundation. It was likely one of those baseless rumors that spread through social media and WhatsApp groups, creating some unnecessary panic. Now, Unazi Israel said she couldn't just let that slide, so she decided to take action. She placed a direct call to some members of the management team to verify the authenticity of that rumor. She wanted to know if there was truly any change in plans or if it was just another case of misinformation. And I think if actually what I perceive in my spirit is if that information came from just nobody, Unazi Israel wouldn't have taken action to call the management. I perceive that this individual that told her that information is one of the cliques on the inside that they have rapport together. I feel so strongly in my spirit that it's some of them. Maybe it's even Mr. Victor. Sometimes he normally talks of Mr. Victor, that they have communication together. But I want to believe is someone that they've actually had some intimate discussion about the grant issue together. That was why she had to make advance to call the management to really accentuate the fact of that statement. And according to her, that after her call with the management, they clearly stated that there was nothing like that. Now, take note of this quote. There was nothing like that. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like that is the main issue here that threw this community off balance since yesterday. And I'm going to really clarify issues here. Now, in her words, the rumor that disbursement will not happen this month was false. She emphasized that the management did not release any statement or instruction to indicate a postponement. And this, in her view, should be enough to calm the community. But what made her message confusing was what actually came afterwards. Now, in the same voice note, Unazi Israel also said that according to the management, no stakeholder has received money yet. And this will counteract a bit of what Chief Admin Andy Bright said this morning, that she did not say so. She actually said so. She said no stakeholder has received money yet. And this line also has caused a stir because previously she had claimed that disbursement to stakeholders had already started but was temporarily paused due to some administrative issues. issues which, according to her later, had been resolved, or to some other persons had been resolved. So a lot of listeners were left wondering, how can the same person who said disbursement had already begun now say that no stakeholders had received anything? The two statements seem to contradict each other. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Don't go anywhere. After this timeout, we'll be back. All right, thank you very much and welcome back. Still on course. Yes, right back on the platform. Now, in continuation for where we left off, now the contradiction became the center of attention within the community. On one hand, she confirmed that there was nothing like the rumor about cancellation or postponement. Yes. On the other hand, she stated that no stakeholder had received funds yet. And this statement has left a lot of people asking, if the process had already started, as she once said, who were the first beneficiaries? And if truly no one had been paid, then what exactly was the pause and the resolution she earlier talked about? What was the pause about? What was the hush about? What was the pause? We just call it the pause. It's like pause and play. You understand? So the mix-up between that quote, nothing like that, and that quote, no stakeholder has been paid, has created a serious wave of confusion among the community members who were already emotionally drained from this act of waiting. A lot of people have interpreted her message as a positive sign that the process was still intact and only delayed for a while. And other sections also, they saw it as a form of damage control that is meant to just calm tensions without providing any real clarity. Now, what made the situation more complicated, which I've mentioned before, was the very fact that Unazi Israel, this person who carried that report that Unazi had to call the management about, could be one of the key personalities. And that raises eyebrows, because if one of the key or so-called personalities could be the source of misinformation, it means that the confusion is not only among the masses, but also among those closer to the leadership circle. And that's why some listeners in this ecosystem have said right now that our message only deepened that mystery rather than clearing everything and then knowing which way pathward to follow. Still, Unazi Israel tried to end her speech on a positive note. Despite the confusion and the contradiction, she concluded her address with the words, "My people, rejoice." That is puzzling. My people, rejoice. It's puzzling because it's both somehow encouraging and also puzzling at the same time. Now, encouraging because it suggested that all hope is not lost, not at all, and that something good might still happen soon, even within the month of November. Now, it is puzzling because many people felt it did not match the tone of the earlier uncertainty that she expressed. And some people have asked also, how do we rejoice when we don't even know the truth? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Now, others, however, took her conclusion as a form of just declaration of faith, believing in the system. Now, despite these unclear updates, she still urged everyone to remain positive and trust that this long wait will soon end in celebration. Now, to be fair, Unazi Israel has been one of the voices also in the community. She has also been often one step forward, when confusion arises, trying to explain, clarify what's happening behind the scenes, and then debunk this one, debunk that one, what we thought is the line. Then she comes again and says, never, nothing like that. But this time around, her explanation seemed to raise more questions than it answered. The mix of that quote, no stakeholder has been paid, and that quote, nothing like that, concerning November payment, has made a lot of people feel that internet communication within the leadership may not be as strong or united as it should be. Certain people also pointed out that it is possible that Unazi Israel has shared what she was told, and maybe those above her have not actually given her full access to the true state of things. Others also felt that she was just trying to protect the community from some unnecessary panic by dismissing the rumors that could cause some chaos in the community. Whichever way it is, I think one fact remains clear: people are tired of hearing conflicting reports. The community wants consistency of report, true clarity of report, and not confusion. And if we look at the pattern of communication in the grand ecosystem, there has always been this struggle between truth and rumor. One moment, we hear that disbursement has started. The next moment, someone says it has not. Then another person will claim it paused and resumed. All of these back and forth messages are what keeps the community in emotional circles. They are. It's hopeful today, it's doubtful tomorrow. So Unazi's latest address may not have provided the full clarity that people expected, but it somehow also did highlight one important thing: the power of misinformation. A single unverified message from someone who claims to be in the know can also cause panic among thousands of people. And her response to call the management also shows that she cares about the truth. She wants to know the truth, even if the explanation she got didn't come out so clearly. So the big lesson here is that every member of the community must also learn to be patient and discerning. I've said this time and time again. We must and should be discerning. Not every message on social media deserves attention. So it's better to wait for official communication from credible channels than to feed on some random updates. Leaders and coordinators, we should work harder to maintain that unity in this community is entrenched, so that no one gives a contradictory message that could affect the trust that has been placed on this community, right from the management here. In summary, I think Unazi Israel's voice note had three major takeaways. We have seen it. One, she denied the rumor that disbursement will not happen this month. That means she accentuated the fact that disbursement is still going to take place in November. She said management confirmed nothing like that. Then secondly, she stated that no stakeholder has received money yet, though this contradicted her earlier claims flatly. This contradicted her earlier claims. Then thirdly, she also concluded with a message that my people rejoice. Yes, while this message has left a lot of people thinking, it also reminded everyone that the disbursement journey is still very much alive, though wrapped in some level of uncertainties. I'm talking about the timeline, the deadline. For now, I think the best we can do is to hold on to faith. We should stay calm. We should watch as the truth unfolds in due course. I so much believe that the purpose of God according to desires, as said in the scriptures, say, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. And is also claiming the Psalms that the desire of God is that we should prosper. The Bible said God delights in the prosperity of his servants. But God is angry with the wicked on a daily basis. but He delights in the righteous. So God delights in our prosperity. He wants to see us prosper. He wants to see us change from glory to glory. Change our raiment because it's done due for changing. That is the purpose of God for us. So I so much believe that as truth unfolds in due course, we should also hold on to faith. Stay calm, stay unperturbed. Let not allow anything to dissuade our attention or discredit what we desire to have. Whatever you desire is yours. Your sight is your size. And I think this is the moment that all of us should stand strong on this and believe that the purpose of God will come to pass for us. Thank you very much. This is Princess. In case this resonates deep with you, do your part. Share this message so that there could be some sanity and a balance in the ecosystem. The ecosystem has been thrown into the place of anarchy since yesterday, but listen to this, share to very many other persons. It's going to allay the worries of a lot of people in the ecosystem. Thank you very much. And this is Princess Said. We love you, always for the masses, and for the masses we would be. God bless you, and do have a nice Monday ahead. Thank you.